Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we're joined on the couch by, of course, a love intimacy guru and, of course, a woman who is so passionate about diet and keeping you fit and healthy from the inside out. Ladies, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, Marilu, of course, bringing up February once again. I'm sure our viewers at home are like, okay, Lisa. But listen, guys, I know a lot of you are right there along with me, wanting to make sure that every relationship that we have, of course, is captivate, what's the word I'm looking for? Healthy, but full as well, that it's not just like meaningless interactions that we're having. How do we ensure that every interaction and every love connection is something that is positive and building?
Well, I think it's impossible for every interaction to be positive. I'm building, sorry, to burst the February bubble. But I think it's important to almost have love be your North Star. Have love be your compass that takes you through the relationship. Because, as I said earlier, it's all couples fight. So it's important to know that a relationship consists of the good times and the bad times, but how do you navigate through it? And so to really celebrate the good times, but during the bad times, to be there for each other and listen to each other.
And also you touched on earlier abusive relationships and things that might be very self-destructive in a relationship and toxic as well.
Yes.
How do people navigate that space?
So,
leave.
leave. But it's not always that easy to leave, because if you're with a narcissist or if you're with a predator or an abuser, oftentimes they create an environment that is really difficult to leave. So what I would say to people who are in that circumstance is really find a support system. Find a support network, whether it is online or through family or through friends, but you need support bigger than yourself for that.
I love that. Thank you so much. So definitely go out there, look for that support, look for that help. And of course, if you can't do it by yourself, get a professional on hand, and a professional will know exactly the healthy, positive ways that you can move forward, whether it's with your partner in healing or whether it's alone, but all focusing on healing. And speaking of healing, of course, we're speaking about body, we're speaking about what we're putting in our bodies, and going into not only a new year, because now we're quite established in 2020, it being the second month of the year. What tips and tricks do you have for people when it comes to clearing out their fridge, clearing out that pantry, and making sure that we have only what's good in our kitchens?
Well, I think it starts off by ensuring that you've got more fresh, unprocessed food in your fridge.
Okay.
Fresh fruit and vegetables, very important. Making sure that your pantry is stocked with good old grains, that is easy to cook and easy to form part of many meals. If you're choosing protein foods, going for protein foods that are sustainably farmed, so that would mean farming practices that are really good for the animal and good for the earth. And then also ensuring that you get all those healthy fats in. You know, ensuring that you've got that good olive oil that you've spoken about earlier, nuts and seeds and nut butters. Those are all good things to have in your fridge. And try and throw out all the sugary drinks and high sugar foods. If you can limit your intake of those highly refined, white starchy foods, that'll really
make a difference.
Make a difference and really be good for your body.
A lot of the time, though, I find, especially with my own family, that if one person is on, like, you know, a healthy tip, a healthy path, and is kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter what diets or lifestyle they're following, and then the rest of the family is kind of living their own lives and intaking whatever else. So is it important to support each other in a family if one person is taking on a fresh new lifestyle, or is there a way to accommodate every different taste bud in the household?
Now, I think it's quite important, having kids myself, that we try and all eat the same foods and not have one person following something very specific, especially if it's very restrictive. Trying to incorporate all these healthy principles into family favorites, adapting family favorite foods. And then, of course, if there is a member of the family that really needs to eat a very specific diet, then we need to support them. But once again, trying to cook food and have food that fits in within the family's rhythm and within the family's eating habits and likes and dislikes.
And how important is support in the family? Of course, being an intimacy coach, I'm sure whether it is with children, parents, grandparents, it is very important to support each other, be there for each other, and show up and hold each other accountable.
Absolutely. And I think, so I'm going to go back to the relationship. So I think having the support of your partner is almost more important than having the support of, let's say, the extended family. So if you are in a healthy, committed relationship, you and your partner are always number one for each other. Yes. And so if your family, for example, doesn't support the relationship because of their own reasons, not because the relationship is unhealthy or toxic. So if you know that you're in a healthy relationship, then your partner should still be number one. Always.
Yeah, having your partner as number one is definitely right on the top of a lot of people's list. And of course, prioritizing yourself in love and in health. And I also just want to give one more shout out, one more dedication to our darling little dog, Hope, if you are touched by Hope. Or of course, if you want a cat baby or if you want another dog baby, definitely head over to the Afternoon Express website and find out how you can adopt. And of course, if you're not in the Khayelitsha area and you can't go into this specific animal clinic, just go around, ask around, go on social media and find out which adoption clinics are close to you, close to your home, that need that help, that need volunteers and of course need people to add to their help and their family. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming on to Afternoon Express. We really appreciate all the gems that you've dropped this Wellness Wednesday.
Thank you, Palesa.
Really appreciate it. Now tomorrow, it's a Fashion Express Thursdays with Tommy R Creations. I'm definitely looking forward to that haute couture that he's going to be bringing to Afternoon Express. But for now, good night and God bless from me and Afternoon Express. But I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mwah.